In case you weren't aware of Israel's playbook, when they are caught lying or they are embarrassed, they double down. They say, fuck it, let's make up some more shit and hopefully some people will believe it. This dude, Avi Hyman, was scorched. Piers Morgan ate in this interview, and I am shocked, honestly, because Piers Morgan, But anyway, so this happened on May 8th. So the date is important. Keep it in mind, May 8th.
We'll do what we have to do to go after Hamas, to avoid civilian casualties, something that we have successfully done. Out of that Hamas number that you just gave, more than 14,000 are terrorists that we took out. There's more than 25,000 Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists.
How many civilians do you believe you've killed?
We don't have exact figures, as you know, it's the fog of war.
But you've got exact numbers for Hamas terrorists you killed. Why wouldn't you know how many civilians you killed?
Because obviously our focus is to go after the Hamas terrorists. And
we don't care about the civilians.
You're putting a bigger premium on killing Hamas terrorists in terms of numbers and accountability than you are on innocent civilians. That can't be right, surely. If you know exactly how many Hamas terrorists you've killed, you must know how many civilians you've killed. Otherwise, you're prioritizing the lives of terrorists over innocent people. I'm just amused. Why wouldn't you keep count of both?
Why?
I don't have that information to give you, Beers. If I did, I would.
You literally no idea how many civilians you've been killing. I'm sorry to push you on this. That's quite extraordinary. You're an official spokesman for the Israeli government, and you have no idea how many civilians you've killed. I thought you just told me that you were particularly careful about not killing civilians. But if
so
you don't
many
know how
lies.
how can you say that with any certainty?
It's not that I don't know. I'm not authorized to give the information. I don't have the information.
That's complete nonsense. Why are you authorized to give me the number of terrorists you've killed, and not the number of civilians? You want me to believe you're being incredibly careful about how many civilians you're killing, and you have an amazing exemplary record, but you don't know how many civilians you're killing. So how do I know you've been careful?
When the dust settles, we will come out with the proper numbers. Hamas runs to the press daily.
But when the dust settles, a lot of people will have died. So that when I ask you, you have no idea. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds?
So ridiculous.
With respect.
Now, with all due respect, he probably ran home crying that Piers Morgan was anti-Semitic and unfair with his questions, because again, that's also part of their playbook. I don't think I need to add any commentary to what we just saw, because Piers hosed him down beautifully. By the way, it's a 7-minute interview, and I cut off a lot of it because most of it was just bullshit and nonsense. All right, so 6 days later, all right, so we are May 14th now, because apparently that's how long it takes for dust to settle. Remember, that's what Avi told Piers. So Avi came up with a number of killed civilians after 6 days. There's a number now, so I'm going to play this clip for you, but also pay attention to his body language and how different it is from his interview with Piers Morgan.
From day one in this war, Hamas has provided statistics to global media, who have copied and pasted them as if they were coming from a reliable source. Despite our protest, this has continued for nearly 8 months. And it spits in the face of our brave heroes who have paid the ultimate price to fight this just and moral war. It's time to put this to bed. On Friday, Prime Minister Netanyahu revealed our government's assessment on the current civilian casualty figures in the ongoing war. For the first time in public, the Prime Minister said, we believe we have killed in excess of 14,000 terrorists and sadly, around 16,000 civilians.
Netanyahu was probably like, stop looking like a weakling, stand up straight, stare down and talk aggressively so they take you seriously, even though you're talking bullshit. So of course they come out and they're like, Netanyahu believes that these are the correct numbers. So he basically probably did this. Yeah, about 16,000 civilians died. That sounds about right. But you know what they wanted to say though? They wanted to say that it's 34,000 terrorists, but they probably bit their tongue at the last second. The worst part is that this is what the news will run with. This is what the Israeli propagandists will run with. And even if we do say, even if we accept the 16,000 BS number, it's 16,000 too many. Too many. They were not human shields or collateral damage. They were somebody's whole universe, and they were all targeted purposefully.